Hello, Morons. This is Zach with the Three Morons podcast here.
With it. I'm Jake.
Hey, this is Bill, or Mr. Google.
The reason I went with this because it says start. It
Yep.
started right away, okay? So we are having technical difficulties, so we're not doing it live today, but there is no editing. It's going to be like our normal show, no editing, no nothing. It's just we're going to post it when we are done. I'll make a post about it on Facebook here while we're talking. While you guys are talking, I'll listen, but I'll also make a post.
Yes.
So that way we know.
Sure, I'm down. I don't care.
That way people know what's going on.
All right, so to start today, we're going to talk about the Stanley Cup. Oh, by the way, we do have a fan running in the background here to keep us cool because it's a little warm up in this room. So if you hear a little bit of a whine in the background,
Devil's butthole.
it's a little warm today. If you hear a little some noise in the background, that's us running a fan so that we don't die of heat exhaustion. So we're going to first thing to talk about today is the Stanley Cup. Florida has won have won a back-to-back
So
Stanley Cup championship.
If you guys paid attention, so the last 6 Stanley Cups
Not at all.
have been won by Florida teams. 3 by the Lightning, 3 by the Florida Panthers.
Sure about that?
No, not at all.
2 by the
Because
Panthers.
I'm pretty sure Avalanche beat Tampa Bay in one
Yeah,
of
that
them.
was right. That one in between.
In between, yeah.
Yeah, that in between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get it straight.
My bad.
Tampa Bay went to 4 and lost.
No, they went to 3 and lost.
Then you just said 5 of the 6. 2 plus 2 is not 5.
So Tampa Bay went to
It
20,
is in
1980,
1984.
21, and 23. Or 22. Florida went to 23, 24, and this year's.
Avalanche beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
All right, so
You
The
just said Florida lost to Tampa
Florida
Bay.
Panthers won.
No,
They beat the
whatever.
Oilers. It's 2 years in a row. The same teams have been in the Stanley Cup Finals, and Florida beat them again. Now they did take them, 6 games to do it this time? Or to game 6?
Question is
Question.
Does Connor McDavid move on from the Edmonton Oilers or the other way around? Because can he get it done? Because it's second year in a row, and they have not got it done with him.
It's a good question. I don't know. I think they'll hang out with him. I think they'll maintain him. You always stay with the winner, and they may just feel they need to put another piece in place that to finish it off. Now, what that piece is, I don't know. I think their defense was a little lacking in the finals this year.
They had no goalie.
Well, okay. Well, then they can get Shesterkin.
It looked like they had Shesterkin. The way they were where Florida was scoring
Zach didn't
in the first
didn't bite on that one.
Shesterkin. No, I'm looking stuff up.
No, I think in the first I think 3-4 games they were outscored 13-4.
13-4. Yikes. That's
So
rough.
it was bad. Like I said, the question is, does Edmonton move on from McDavid, or does McDavid move on to try to find a better team? And also, everyone's saying, "Oh, McDavid's going to be this great player that's going to win Stanley Cups." He is still a great player, but he hasn't won a Stanley Cup.
So, you mean, did you say they won 5 of the last 6? Or you mean
A
a Florida
Florida
team has. No, they
Been
only
in.
won 4. They win the last 6 of them.
Yeah, I mean,
They've been in 6 of them, yes, because the 2 in the row was Avalanche, and then Florida lost to the Golden Knights. Avalanche
Yes.
beat Tampa Bay, like I said. You did get it right about Florida. I thought you meant they won. I said no,
I
they
meant-
didn't.
I
If
meant they've been
anything,
in.
if anything,
They've been
Tampa
in.
Bay won 3 out of the 5, but they didn't win
Florida
3 because
finally
they went
got
for that
over the-
3-peat and lost the Avalanche.
See, Florida finally got over the hump because the first time they were against Golden Knights was the first time they've been in the Stanley Cup for like the last 20 years. Because they first went in against, I think, Anaheim back in like 02, 03, I think, give or take. It was the first time for either one of those teams to be in the Stanley Cup. And so Anaheim won and Florida lost. So again, Florida lost, but then they came back next year and won in 7 games.
Right. So, but yeah, Edmonton in 2 more years,
Yep.
as long as they play Florida, hey, they'll win.
I'm just sad.
Yeah, but
They
I
won.
think,
They doubled their win total in the finals this year. They'll win
I-
another one next year.
I think the East goes through Florida. I'm sorry. The way that they were able to keep the players that they had from the year before and add more, and is able.
We always say that, but I don't think it goes through Florida.
And also, people
Goes through
they
New York,
never
dude.
got stuck. So every championship team.
Goes through New York.
I like your optimism.
We got rid of the coach finally. Goes through New
I
York.
like your optimism.
I like your
Definitely doesn't go through Chicago.
goes through Dallas.
First
Chi-
off,
oh
we're
wait,
in the
Chicago's
West,
in the West. I
not
forgot.
the East.
First of all, you
Hey,
should you
never
should be in
said
the
that.
East. Chicago should be in the East. It's not a West team.
We're in the
The
Midwest.
West should always be the Mississippi line.
Anywho,
That's how it is in the most of the NBA.
Yeah.
The Mississippi line, but in hockey, I think Nashville is also in the East
see,
or the
every-
West.
I think I
Well,
can't
Dallas in the
remember
East
what
and the
I-
NFL.
What I heard this from, but I think I heard
NFL's
it
horrible.
from Urban. I think I heard it from Urban Meyer. He said that every team that won a championship most likely probably will never win another one again because they always get complacency. They're always like, okay, we won. Okay, we're probably gonna win another one.
You don't get better, right? You don't try to
You-
find
you
more
don't try to get
pieces
better. You're
because you
always like,
just
okay,
won
well-
2 in a row.
Yeah.
Why would you go, hey, let's go out and find somebody else that we're missing? What are you missing when you won 2? That's
Yeah.
with every championship team.
Very
or
true.
When you just won one, and you're like, okay, what are we gonna do? We just won. Why would we get
Well,
better?
usually most teams get dissected after they win the championship.
Because they don't want to play their players. They're like, oh, well, we got
Yeah,
these
that's what
people.
everyone thought with Florida, but Florida.
Not bad.
What's that for?
Wood
Ribs?
chips for the ribs.
Should we tell Mrs. Google?
Yes, we'll tell Mrs. Google.
Yes.
But I think it's gonna be. The East is still tight, right? Meaning like there's like Tampa Bay, there's Florida, Carolina's always gonna be up there.
Mhm.
The Devils are gonna be up there. New York, if they can bounce back, they got rid of a lot of their players, and they're still looking to get rid of some of the players like Trocheck and stuff.
I mean, I think Chicago might be an up-and-coming team that might be at the bottom. I won't say bottom of the barrel, but I think it might be a team just trying to make it a wild
Mid,
card.
they'll be mid.
Yeah.
They'll be.
I mean,
I don't
they're
think
trying to find a new coach.
it's gonna be hard in the West. The West is wide open. You got Vegas,
Yes.
who's always up there. You get the Oilers.
Also, this is probably the longest I've ever talked about hockey since
Is
we've been doing
Winnipeg-
this fucking podcast.
I think Winnipeg's still the West.
And yeah, also we got young players. We got Connor Bedard. We got a bunch of young players, and I think we need a coach that
Dallas.
can come.
I think Dallas is gonna get up there.
I think
Yeah.
Dallas is next year.
Ottinger's
I think
great.
the
I don't know
West-
what
The
happened to
West is gonna go
Ottinger.
through either Dallas or Edmonton.
I don't know what happened to Ottinger in the playoffs
Yeah.
What
against
happened to
Edmonton.
McDavid in the Stanley Cup?
Hey, we're talking about goalies, okay? Ottinger looked like Shesterkin in the playoffs. It was bad in those games.
Is that what you enjoy the Dallas? Or
Yeah,
Oh,
Dallas,
let's
the
start
one that
talking-
got paid $500,000 more
What happened
than
to the Edmonton
Shesterkin.
goalie? That dude allowed 20+ goals the entire series.
No, you can't count all those goals against them. 1, empty netters. 2, he's got pulled in some of those games.
Fair
So
enough.
it wasn't just the one goalie.
Fine, both of them combined.
And some of those games that maybe they didn't allow many goals could have been the other goalie.
Fair enough.
So you can't say it's all on him.
Very true.
Yes.
And it's not always on the goalie, right? It's not always on him.
No,
Where's
it's
the
also on
defense?
defensive men that are
Plus, there was a great play Florida did where he smacked it real quick, and the goalie thought it was going to go to him, and it went a little wide. But when it went wide, it went right off of Florida's stick and went right behind the goalie. Can't do that. He defended the puck. There was just a guy right behind him,
Also,
right next to the goal. Where's the
Edmonton's-
defense on that one?
also Edmonton's defense
Very
can't
true.
allow one. I think they lost 5-1 one game,
So one thing this
and
year,
one player had 4 goals.
Yes.
So they can't. The defense can't allow one player to have 4 goals that game.
agreed. So one thing this tells me is that you cannot build a hockey team off a goalie.
I don't think you can.
They cannot be the quarterbacks of the
No, that's why.
NHL.
But if you think about it, hockey players don't get paid nearly as much as the NFL.
Well, I
They don't
agree.
get obviously, the views and
Right.
and the sponsors and everything, but hockey is more of a team sport because the
Mhm.
goalie needs the defense to be good and
What?
set up in certain places. More so, a quarterback can lose you a game.
Yeah. Well,
Right? Yes, a goalie can lose you a game, but again, like I said, that shot, he went to defend it. If there was a defender right there where the Florida player was right behind the goalie, right next to the net, it doesn't get deflected and doesn't get put in. A quarterback can throw 10 picks, 5 picks, Jameis Winston, 60-60 over here, or 30 for 30, 30 picks and 30 touchdowns. He will cost you games.
I'm not quite sure. What?
Has she had
Yeah.
a few already?
No. Mrs. Google. All right, so Stanley Cup. Anybody got any final thoughts on the Stanley Cup?
I mean, it was a great
What are-
series, most of it.
My last question is, because I already said this, what are your thoughts?
Question when I was answering, but go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. You got. I'll remember mine.
do
You won't.
What's your thoughts on Connor McDavid?
Still think he's one of the best hockey players.
Like, do
He
you
just-
think he will move on or try to seek a trade, or do
No.
you think he'll stay?
He's Canadian, dude. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna stay in a Canadian team.
There's the Canucks. There's the Jets.
Oh wow! And yet he's the Edmonton Oilers, who have been in the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years in a row. Why would you want to leave?
They have failed to win
let me
2
go to
years in a row.
Let me go the Canucks, who do nothing.
Jets.
Let me
They
go
need
the-
a center.
Let me go the Canadians. Yeah, but the thing is, the Jets would have to give up so much for him.
Mhm.
So then he's just going to a team that probably gave up their assets,
Fair enough.
which we're going to talk about another assets giving up later on when we talk about the NBA. I think that the playoffs were great, right? I think even when the blowouts were blowouts, there were still great games in the Stanley Cup. I think the conference finals were better. I think the Dallas-Edmonton game was great until Dallas was allowing 6 goals.
Yeah.
But it was still what you expected. Florida came out on top. Forechecking and everything.
Even Tampa players came out and said that they're the Florida team to beat. Like, they are the team of Florida.
So, all right. Number 2.
2, College World Series.
Not much to talk about this.
No idea what's going on there.
No.
All
I know is
I
that
want to
it's
say is
LSU and the fancy chickens.
yeah, the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina.
Fancy
LSU won.
cocks.
LSU won yesterday, 1-0. So the Chanticleers have to win the next 2 games to win it all. That's all I really want to talk about. Is that it's going on. It's in Omaha.
Yep.
Sucks to be
Yep,
them
yep.
yesterday when it was
And
super damn hot in the
And
area.
one thing I do know is that Omaha's been the home of the College World Series for the last 50-plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I
pretty
just
cool.
wanted to mention that's going on. I know there's people I know on Facebook who watch it and stuff like that. So hopefully
You know
they
people on
enjoy it.
Facebook?
Yeah, I know people on Facebook. I went to school with
Wait, you have friends?
very little.
No.
People I went to school with.
No.
And I would call them acquaintances or people I know. Not really friends,
I thought you
people
were
I
just
know.
creepy. I thought people in high school thought you were creepy.
No, but
We're all creepy. That's why
you
we're
ever,
the 3
you ever
Morons
follow
podcast.
someone just wondering what's going
Fair
on?
enough.
You ever follow someone and just wonder what's going on?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
hey, let me follow them, but not on purpose. Like you just walk into the mall, like let me see where they're going.
No.
No,
No.
not at all.
Neither do
thought
I,
you
but,
meant, like, on
but Peyton does on
Facebook.
the You Should Know podcast.
Peyton's a weirdo.
He's
I
like,
thought
it's
you
not.
meant
He's
on,
like, wait, is that illegal?
Facebook, you weirdo.
It's not illegal. I don't follow anybody.
All right.
If you see him in a public place, blow a whistle. Just saying.
All right.
Don't
So,
use pepper spray.
Major League Baseball,
Use it.
College World Series. Not much to talk about, but we talked about something. So next is we're catching up on time here. Major League Baseball. So far, actually, the season's looking pretty good. As a Texas Rangers fan, and I'm a little
Yeah.
disappointed. We could be doing a lot better than we are, but I think we gave up too many pieces after we won the World Series, and our pitching staff was decimated. So we're just not firing on all cylinders there. Now, Zach, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the MLB right now? Oh, you're following your Brewers, yes.
Yeah, the Brewers are up. I actually got an aunt going to this game. She lives in Minneapolis, and see if they can win a game in the series because the Brewers have won the last 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're above 500. They're 7 games above. They're second place in the division under the Cubs. So the Brewers are definitely
Don't sneeze on me.
picking it back
Holy
up, right?
crap.
They were
Excuse me, guys.
they were sucking horribly. They made some deals, not deals, but
That's one thing you do. Really good
bring
at
up,
is
call
suck.
up, send downs, all that stuff. And you know what? They're getting it back on track.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's, I know the Yankees over there looking pretty good still, right?
45 and 32. We just beat the Orioles 4-2. We won the series.
What about the Red Sox series? Who won that one?
We lost 3-0, 0-3.
Oh, you got swept.
Yeah.
So Red Sox are better.
Yeah,
Got it.
we were on a before we beat the Angels 7-3. We were on a 6-game losing streak.
All right, folks, I'll be right back. You deal with these 2 morons. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. And by the way, LSU Coastal Carolina 1-1. I saw
Coastal
some.
won.
Huh?
Coastal won.
No, it's 1-1.
Oh, I thought you
The
said
game.
1.
No, the game's 1-1.
I thought you said 1-1 serious. I'm like, oh, Coastal won.
No, the game's 1-1. So hey, you know what? Coastal Carolina scored more points than yesterday.
The fancy chickens.
We'll stall a little bit. We don't want to go to free for all until Mr. Google gets back.
Yeah.
I do have
I
something.
want to promote this just quick?
Yeah, we can talk about that real quick.
This.
So after our promo and free for all, we will be taking this. Take it away, Jake.
Okay, so when I was scrolling through Facebook, just finding memes and shit. I found this meme and I decided to look it up. This is the Flaming Anus chocolate bar. It is 2.2 million Scoville units. So it's like one of the world's hottest chocolate bars.
Here, hold on. Let me show somebody real quick. One of our people.
So with that, me and my coworker have done the one chip challenge. We've also done.
How much is the one chip?
I think the one chip's like maybe $1 million.
Oh, so that's like twice.
Yeah.
So let me tell
and
you.
the little nitro's like a little less than this, but not as bad.
Did you have the little nitro? Did you cry?
No, but it was painful because
When I said cry, I don't mean like you cried because anything. I mean tears just came out of your eyes because your body's like, screw you, man.
Yeah, because the gummy bears. I'm pretty sure the chocolate bars are gonna be hard as a rock because they make those purposely hard. So all you have to do is nom on it to make it softer. So I guarantee that's gonna be like eating concrete.
Well, we'll find out. But I want to tell you something about this. So. Yeah, I went to dinner with Brooke and her sons, and the youngest one said he would take it. He would try it.
The little one?
Caden. Yes, the young one.
Is he nuts?
So they don't like spice. They say they're white people spice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, I did a little, hey, let's compare. Try this Tapatio. By the way, for your information, Tapatio, 3,000 on the Scoville units. That's over 700 times hotter than a Tapatio. I said, if you can't handle Tapatio, you're not going to trust this chocolate bar. Because you know what?
I can handle Tapatio.
None of us can handle this chocolate bar. I guarantee you no one.
We're gonna cry like little bitches. What are you talking
spice.
about? I'm a grown ass man. I like spice.
Oh,
but I'm
we
gonna
do
cry
have
like a little bitch.
We do have drinks here, but we ain't. You got the worst drink because water just hurts spice. It helps it. But we're not gonna
You got carbonated. Carbonation hurts.
But we're not drinking right away though. We're gonna do what we did with the wings. Which I got something for you after cold take and everything that I'm bringing up, and I'm pretty sure I told you about it. And I got to talk to my boss at Backdraft.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That's going to be horrible. I'm going to puke.
I don't think it's not going to be spice. It's not going to be anything.
It's
just going to be the
because
most
you're going to combine
thing.
all the sauces, and it's going to taste like puke.
Not worse than those chips, which, by the way, I tried one the other day. I swear, today, I tried that fried crab one again. I swear it spoils like seafood, okay? That taste was way stronger.
Oh, yeah, because it's been open, so it's sat and kind of fumigated.
Yeah, it tastes like nasty 3-4-year-old sushi, man. As soon as I put it in my mouth, I was like, I'm not. Mama didn't raise no quitter, no bitch. But you know what?
You are one. Don't you lie.
No, I am not, because I didn't spit that chip out. I ate it like a man.
About time you man up. Sit
I always man up. I know you don't.
You want to go?
We will go. But anyway,
Go where? You want to go on a date? I'm done.
Let's go to College World Series. But yesterday had to be horrible for them.
Dude, this has been one of the hottest days of the summer so far.
Did you say one of? Dude, yesterday was the hottest day of summer.
Oh, it's probably going to be hotter.
No, next week's like 80s and 70s. It cools down. Thank the Lord.
Oh, thank God.
Also, if you have a daughter, don't let her put our sunscreen on you.
Because you end up looking like Larry the Lobster.
At least half of you. But I don't know if he's coming back. Anyway, let's just move on. We'll have him jump in for free for all here. We're not gonna get to the Flaming Anus until he comes though.
I'll
so
show you guys the wrapper what it looks like.
Yeah, I want to see it real quick. It's like a Reese's.
Yeah, if a Reese's can burn your butthole.
Dude, that is pretty damn hard.
Like I said,
Now,
that thing's like concrete.
The question is one piece Is the whole bar, you'd have to eat the whole bar for 2.2 million, or is one little piece going to be about 2.2
I
million?
think one piece is gonna be. I think the whole bar, each like one chocolate. The whole.
Because it says one serving is the bar. That's what I'm wondering. Hey,
No.
4 grams of protein in this whole bar.
Oh, you're worried about your gains?
Oh, only 30 grams of sugar.
It's
Like-
chocolate.
What's going to kill me, the spice or the diabetic coma?
Both. Let me see. Feel the lines. Feel the lines.
They're looking because they want us to see us eat it, but we're not doing it yet.
Feel the lines. I'm trying to figure out how big the fucking.
When Bill gets back. No. So anyway, for free for all, you said you want to talk about a video game?
Yes. So the video game I want to.
Borderlands 4.
What's one of them?
I don't know. That's just what you mentioned before we went
Yes,
on
because
air.
I didn't know they were making another one, and they made another 3 so far. And
I
a
thought you
prequel.
meant first of all when you said Borderlands 4, I thought you meant the movie. I was like, they only made one.
The movie was freaking horrible. What you talking
I
about?
haven't even seen the movie.
Neither
Was
have
Kevin
I.
Hart in that one?
Yeah, dude, if they make they make video game movies, I tend not to watch because they make them so bad. The only exception is the Minecraft one. That is the
Minecraft
only
is
except-
now on HBO Max, so you can watch it at home.
I
That
don't
was a
have-
pretty good
I don't
one.
have HBO Max.
I do.
Give me fucking login information.
I will.
Thank you.
The end. See how that was off?
Thank you. And so I think the video game I was talking about. So if you ever heard of the video games called High on Life?
Is it about smoking?
So you ever heard?
No, I've never heard the game's High on Life.
So no.
I've heard the saying High on Life.
So you've heard of the animated series of Rick and Morty.
Yes.
So the same curators and voice actors, a little bit, some more, decided to make a video game.
A long time ago, or is this the new game coming out?
Oh, this is recent. The video game came out back in 2021.
Okay, so I just want to set the scene. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Couple years ago.
So
And
after they made Rick and Morty, they decided to make this game called High on Life.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a little raunchy and inappropriate. It's just like
So like Conker's Bad Fur Day. You ever play that game?
nobody heard of it.
You were, man, that was a great game.
Oh yeah. So
Ask anybody that's my age
the
out
game
there.
is so your point of view, you're a human that on Earth, and all of a sudden you have this alien cartel that takes over, and all of a sudden you get these alien guns that talk. Some of them are normal, some of them are fucking weird. And they are voiced. You got one that
They're guns that talk. They're all weird.
yeah, one name's Kenny, one name's Gus, one name's Creature.
Does Kenny explode and die on its own?
Kenny has his goop shot.
Okay. The reason I say you see some of them are normal, some of them are weird. I don't care if it's a regular pistol. If it's talking, it's weird.
Yeah, then you got Sleazy. Yeah, her name is Sleazy.
Why?
I don't know.
Does she hawk Tua?
Huh?
Does she hawk Tua?
No, but she's fucking talks to you like a bitch.
Okay.
So it is. So they're coming out with a second one, which I saw the trailer. I mean, they came out with a.
What is it on?
I think it comes out on all platforms.
Okay, so I can
PlayStation,
can get it on Xbox or anything.
Yeah,
Like that.
'cause
I'm gonna look it up
'cause
right
I
after
just
this.
bought this game. Then I also spent the extra $10 and bought the downloadable content, which is an extra thing, which is High on Knife, which is another buyable, downloadable story that they came out with, and they replaced Kenny because Kenny was voiced by the guy that played Morty, and he had a scandal that came out by him, and they got rid of him or some crap like that.
All right,
They
guys.
see me roll and
Yeah.
they hate it.
Rolling on that.
Some grandma just driving by fucking slow.
No, but you didn't see the guy in the lawnmower
Dude in the
I
lawnmower.
just
on the
saw
street.
That was nice.
So we're on the free for all, and he's talking about a game.
Okay.
High on Life
Creators
2.
of High on Life.
All right.
2.
Have you ever heard about that game?
Yeah, I looked into it. He's got it. Yeah, he told me about it. It's I guess from the creators of Rick and Morty.
Yes.
He says a little raunchy. I'm like, oh, so kind of like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Who? What?
Conker's Bad Fur Day was an N64 game back when I was like 15,
Oh, okay.
if not even younger.
Sure. Oh,
It's definitely in.
Sounds
And
good.
you
Actually,
say you like video games. Just kidding.
I was definitely younger. But you got to realize, when I was probably like 12 when it came out, he was in his 20s. So he didn't care about N64. He was busy.
Yeah, I was in my 20s then. Yeah, that's it.
When I was 12? You were definitely in your 20s.
When you were 12, that was 2001, right?
Yes.
I was not even born yet.
But I just figured you're 13 years older, right? So,
Yeah.
So you're 25.
Yeah. About that, yeah. That sounds about right. So, that being said, are you done with your free-for-all?
Yeah.
You done with yours?
I haven't done mine yet. I was waiting
Go
for
ahead.
I was waiting for you. Since
Oh, well.
You're doing video games too, right?
No. I came up with a different one. You guys, I just came back. We are smoking some ribs, and we are smoking some pork butts. And I'm just curious what everybody's thoughts are on smoked meats. So far, I do a pretty good job with pork butts. I do a pretty good job with ribs. They actually have a pretty good flavor. However, brisket kicks my butt. I never do well with brisket. It's always been shoe leather, and it's like either I don't cook it enough, or I overcook it, or
There's a guy down the road that does pretty good brisket, he said.
yeah.
I mean,
gotta-
everyone says they do.
Yeah,
Really does pretty good brisket.
Yeah, well, I gotta figure it out, man.
Well, no, I'll let you figure it out, but if
Yeah.
you want pointers, they could probably help.
Maybe I think
Billy
I've
lives in the old funeral home.
yeah. I don't want to. No, I don't need ghost brisket. Yeah, I like my brisket ghost free.
That's his
paranormal free.
That's his specialty, or that's his secret. He has the ghost cooking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got
he
ghost
lives
cooks.
in the old. They turned the old funeral home into a house.
Yep.
House is freaking huge.
Yeah,
by
it's a
the
gigantic
way.
house, I'm sure.
Huh?
I'm sure it's huge. One of the guys I work with, actually the guy that I'm smoking the pork butts, he lives in the old funeral home from Cherokee. So,
Oh,
What's with you guys knowing people that live in funeral homes?
hey, in
I don't
High
know.
Point, a lot of people stayed near High Point University. Stayed at this inn, and it was an old funeral home.
nice.
Jesus.
Nice. I'm just glad our house is ghost free. So, but yeah.
For now,
so,
wait till I get my Ouija board.
nope,
Is
not
that on
doing
the
it.
way?
Not in the house. Not in the house.
Don't worry, we just invite the spirits back.
Nope, not okay.
Hey, when I
So-
get my
Oh,
Ouija
my
board, you wanna
rosary
go?
broke again, so
Did it really?
I have two
Jesus.
rosaries that are broken. That's a sign that maybe we shouldn't invite them here.
Yeah, you need to get
It's
your
a
mom to
sign
fix that.
You mean we need more Jesus?
No.
Maybe. So yeah. So the only thing I've ever done good with brisket was when I made pastrami out of it, and it was super delicious.
Yes, it was.
Oh my God, that's pastrami. It was a little salty, but it was actually really good.
Saltier the better.
Yeah, fair enough. But I know for you, yeah, you're definitely a salty kind of guy.
He likes things salty.
Yeah. Where'd you put the flaming anus?
It's over there. We're showing them off.
Ah, gotcha. I'm not looking forward to.
I said, is the diabetic
six.
coma going to kill me or the heat? 'Cause it's
Yeah.
like 30
Oh,
grams of sugar.
damn it! After this is the promo and then the flaming anus. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. All right.
I still got my free for all.
Stomach's gonna hurt. All right.
So my free
go
for
ahead.
all. So first, I just want to talk about how the GOAT finally got justice.
the goat.
The greatest of all time athlete.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
many
sweet
world
Jesus.
titles. July 4th is an American holiday, and
What?
we finally got the GOAT back. Thank you, Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest, for realizing
Oh,
that when you got
yeah.
rid of Joey Chestnut, your viewership went down. The winner only did like 40-something hot dogs. Joey Chestnut does that in 2 minutes.
See, folks, he said he was going to talk about sports today. That's
Sports is the greatest sport of all time. That's why it's on July 4th
People
every year.
shoving glizzies
All right.
down their throats
It's the
for
most
sport.
American thing ever. It's more American than baseball.
hey, man.
Hot
It-
dogs on July 4th. What says Independence
I
Day
really
and
wanted
more American
so
than
much
shoving
to
hot
go,
dogs
but
down your throat, buns and
I'm
all?
gonna keep my mouth shut.
But no, I want to talk about how it's crazy how, we see these people standing up this, blah, blah, blah. He goes and does a vegan, vegetarian hot dog, and they're like, you can't compete.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, viewership goes down.
They're all mad because he
No
goes
one-
to an impossible hot dog, whatever.
And it's not even a competitor of Nathan's.
Right.
It's not a meat hot dog.
Right.
So I never saw the point. So justice has been served really quickly because they realized we lost a lot. And I think they did a Netflix thing last year,
Oh, yeah?
wasn't it? Or a couple years ago. They did one. But I think they did one last year between him and Kobayashi on Netflix because they didn't allow him to Nathan. So they did one later on Netflix for like Labor Day or something like that. And guess what? It got more views than the hot dog eating contest because people want Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
It's like the WNBA. People want Caitlin Clark. Viewership went down when Caitlin Clark went out.
So Yes.
Did you see the meme on Facebook where they hired that big old Olympic female wrestler or whatever?
Yes.
No.
Record Roman, the Indiana Pacers or the
Wild
Indiana
West
Fever, and
never
they're like,
played
no one
basketball
will
in
ever
their
touch
life,
you
but
again,
the
monkey
Indiana
or
Fever's
Catwoman
gonna
look like or
hire
whatever. Whatever they called her,
Yeah.
like a Russian would say, no one will ever touch you again because she's big and everything because they hurt her. But yeah, everyone's
No,
going
that's
like
what
you've
they
seen
got
these
Sophie
videos.
Cunningham.
Everyone's going
Yeah.
after Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, do you think it's because they're race? No, they're jealous because she's the reason people are watching WNBA.
Oh, yeah.
You see her taking Steph Curry shots
Yeah.
and making
Yeah.
them. No
Hey.
one has the talent she does. No one was making these ridiculous three-pointers like she is.
Yeah.
There's a
and
reason why they fly on pirate jets. She's the fucking reason.
Maybe. I think it's because the NBA has more money than they know what to do with, so they're pumping it into the WNBA. But that's just me.
Right,
Um,
but Caitlin Clark
so-
actually can do the
Did
shots.
you guys
Yeah,
know
I
this
know.
about Sophie Cunningham
Nick rebound over there though.
has a black belt in judo, so fuck with her and find out.
I mean, you can rebound all you want if you can't put the ball back in the hoop. Who
Yeah,
cares?
you know when you get 14 rebounds with 2 points in a game. Yeah, people watch for you two.
Right.
No,
Dennis Rodman at least got 6 points.
no, Sophie Cunningham's her teammate.
At least you get
actually-
past people that can
No,
score.
we're talking about Angel
I
Reese.
know, but Sophie Cunningham took
Yeah,
out
her
that
teammate.
took it her home and said, "Fuck around and found out with the Sun player."
Because they're finally stepping up for her. Because they're like, now it's getting too ridiculous.
Yeah.
Last year was as bad. This year is bad.
Because last year the refs actually did something about it, but this year when they said gave a technical to the player that got an eye poked.
What happens if Caitlin Clark decided I'm not playing basketball no more for the WNBA?
Well,
They go out of
she
business.
got an offer for the Big Three league,
And what happens if she takes it and doesn't do the WNBA?
and
Well,
that's when I
they
think
lose a
WWE
ton of
They lose their
viewership.
money and they're not going to get money again. They're going to get the same amount of money if the league continues.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Big Three
Legal continue.
league, it doesn't play as many games, but she gets paid millions of dollars.
Right. She gets paid a hell of a lot more because right
She
now
gets
she's making
70. 70K was her rookie
70K?
contract. 70 a year, I think.
Yeah.
That's you make more than that.
I do.
I mean, I know people who make more than that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's a professional athlete. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not just you. I know other people who make more than that are in my life.
Right.
Not just like my bosses and stuff.
Sure.
So, promo time.
Well. All right. So we
I
are.
want to move real fast.
I don't want to. I'm trying to slow this down. Hey, you guys.
You left at the worst time because we could have gone through free for all and probably ate it, but we wanted to wait for you.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause, like,
I figured.
The one thing with College World Series I wanted to talk about is, man, it sucked to beat them yesterday.
Oh, as hot as it wasn't that
And
bad.
then Jake goes,
The
"Oh,
Texas
it's
team
one of
had
the
it good.
hottest days of the summer. Bro, it's the hottest day of the summer. I can
Thus
tell you
far.
that much.
So, real quick before we go to the promo, I want to know, when do you guys wrap your meat? Do you wrap it at the stall? Do you wrap it after the pullback on the ribs, or what's
Wrap
your?
it before you tap it.
Ain't no love unless you got some glove.
Anyway,
No love,
I'm not.
no glove.
Yeah, you guys can talk all about that you want. You guys are young. I'm not gonna talk about
Oh,
that. I'm gonna
by
be
the way, I just
the
wanna
elder
say-
statesman here.
Real quick before you
no
finish your
love,
statement.
no glove.
Brooke said that yesterday, and Zoe messaged me. She goes, "I know what she means by no love, no glove." And then I was like, "What?" And she told me, I was like, "Yeah, that's what she meant. You're right. You're not little girl no more."
Man, they must start sex ed early in schools now.
No, Brooke.
I didn't learn
Well,
till middle school.
Well,
fuck.
Brooke's also a nurse,
Yeah.
an OB nurse. So she's been teaching her sons, and she's got a 13-year-old who's pregnant right now. That's one of the patients.
Yeah.
So you know what? Just go ahead, educate him now.
Right. All right. So today's episode is brought to you by B&L Creative Designs for all your woodworking and jewelry needs. We make cutting boards. We make beer bottle openers of your favorite sports teams. Since we are a sports podcast, we can actually have a laser engraver, and we can.
Sports vodka.
Well, there's that too. We can actually make. We have a laser engraver. We can put your favorite sports team on your cutting board. We can make jewelry. We can make earrings. We can make all kinds of fun
Laser
stuff.
engrave my ass.
T-shirts. Yeah, we do T-shirts too. We got all the fun stuff. So give us a shout. BNLCreativeDesign.com or BL Creative Design Shop on Etsy.
Yes, and guess what? Also, I want to shout out a couple local businesses that I've been to. Well, one. If you want like some mega tea or anything like that,
Expensive
Holstein.
tea.
No, Holstein's got 2 of them. And they're around the same price. One's a little bit cheaper, but one I think is better. You got the Tea House, and then you got Lush. Go check them out. Nutritious.
You said that one tea you want me to buy you was $8.
No, $10.
You think that's cheap?
No, there's a cheaper one, but
All
that
right.
has better flavor. But I'm just want to say, if you're local to the area, Holstein's finally got this, and this area finally got some like tea and stuff. You don't have to go get the sugar-filled Dunkin'.
All right, everyone. We're about to do something stupid, but that's what you would expect from us as three morons. This is this is called the Flaming Anus Chocolate Bar. It took us about 3 weeks to get a hold of this damn thing, and now Jake decided we're gonna kill ourselves with it. So,
Oh, those are some. Wait. Well, that's a big piece. I thought they were smaller.
yeah, I really thought they were smaller. I'm really gonna cuss Carl here in a minute because that mother trucker didn't show up today.
Oh, but don't worry. He said he will try it still.
He will. I totally believe that. So, all right, here we go. Everybody, we're going to take this Flaming Anus. It is a 2.2 million Scoville chocolate bar. Cheers. Cheers. And
go.
fuck me. Oh, God damn it. I can feel it already. Oh, my God. No.
I will want to admit though,
Jake, I'm doubling your rent for this month.
that chocolate is delicious.
Our chocolate's good. It's a good
yeah,
chocolate
yeah.
bar. It's fucking hot, though. Oh, my God.
Fuck.
My tongue is on
God
fire.
damn.
Oh, there it is.
Fuck.
Oh, wow. Okay. It has a bite to it. Yep. Oh, and now you swallow it. It hurts more.
Oh, okay. I don't think mine was that
You guys okay over there?
There it is. There it is.
Yep. I'm okay. I'm just doing it for the clicks, man. I'm okay. I'm just
I feel like those wings were worse.
maybe.
No, they're not.
Just wash your hands before you touch your eyes, man.
No shit.
I mean, I feel like the wings were worse.
I do too. That's not that bad.
Nah.
That chocolate mellowed it out.
Yeah, I was trying to be dramatic about it.
I think you can have some.
Whew, it does have a bite though. All right, so
That wasn't as bad as I thought.
definitely not. Not at 2.2 million Scovilles. I definitely expected that to be worse.
That's what I'm wondering if it's the
It
whole
is.
bar you got to eat.
Yeah,
Because if you eat that whole bar,
Devil's anus.
it is definitely hanging around a little bit though.
if you eat that whole bar, it's got to be worse.
Hey, Lynn, I need a drink.
You want to try?
Lynn, can I?
Did your mom say it's okay?
Can I get a drink? Can I get a drink, please?
Hold on. It hit you, didn't it? It's already there, huh?
Mrs. Google's messing around over there. Wow, I'm sweating. That was good. And it is definitely getting cooler. In
The
this room.
chocolate's good, though. The heat's hitting you, though, huh?
Oh, man. We got a, 11-year-old? 12-year-old.
11.
11-year-old trying it out.
Do you need to go get some milk or something?
Thank you, Mrs. Google. Oh, my God. Yep, I need that.
Jake, did you drink already? Oh.
Hits you like a freight train.
Who's asking it's hot? I still haven't taken a drink yet.
Good for you, man. I'm glad.
Those 5 wings were worse.
Well, I don't know. This got some staying power. Oh, there's a dog.
Oh, she ain't trying it. She white girl. Oh. Carter.
All right, so that was fun. Not quite as interesting as I had hoped it to be.
Next time
I don't think
we should do it next time. And this time we eat the
Oh,
whole
I
bar.
got it. I got our next one.
You got the next one?
No, I got. So this is what I want to talk about for our next little tasting thing or anything. I'm gonna talk to the dude at Backdraft. I'm gonna get a big container, a decent sized container. I'm gonna fill it with every sauce they have. Mix the sauce together, and then we're gonna cook some wings in it.
I mean, that'll be gross.
It's just it's the gross.
Satan's toe.
No, I'm not doing Satan's toe.
How much?
Carl.
You're not doing Satan's toe.
Carl.
How much? 2 pounds. 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 2 poun
bite. It's got a bite. Need more
Don't
bamboo.
ruin Scoville's. Hotter
9
than the.
million? We found it. Satan's toe. Challenge accepted.
Bill said, "Hell no."
I'll do it. Unless you get 3 suckers, because I'm not licking after you two.
No, I plan on buying 3 because I ain't sucking on the same sucker as you two.
I ain't sucking on the same toe you.
I ain't sucking on the same thing as you two.
Anyway,
We ain't. You take a lick, I take a lick, you take a lick. We ain't doing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a bite. That thing's got some heat and it's got some staying power. So yeah.
he's not doing Satan's toe. Anyway, WWE
I'm not
Night of Champions is coming up.
The who what?
Night of Champions, WWE next premium live event.
Yep.
CM Punk versus John Cena, 2011, all over again.
Mm.
And 2011, Punk versus Cena at Night of Champions. Punk won. Punk contract was up. Punk left WWE with the belt. They made a fake belt. They did a deal. He came back. Could have been Cassidy, whatever it was, right? But here's a cool thing that happened that they just brought back from 2011. Cena just faced R-Truth.
Yeah.
Threw Punk through a table. Did a pipe bomb on a thing. Mentioned old WWE superstars Claudio Casanova, a.k.a. Cesaro, Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, and then Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder.
Yeah. Every one of those guys is 40 years old.
Punk, back in the day, the match was with R-Truth. Cena got thrown through a table, and he mentioned former WWE superstars. The only difference is Punk's mic got turned off. And then Cena went like this, "Hey, we're still on." But he did the exact thing Punk did.
Yeah.
But you saw the video. You saw the video of Cena doing the little punch meter, and he like smacked it. He goes,
Yeah.
"I haven't eaten one in 25 for real in 25 years."
Yeah.
Thank you. He's still. I love how he's taking it like, hey, you know, he even said on the stage with Michael Cole, we're crossing that line when I'm on TV of being a bad guy, but like he's still doing good things. Like he's out here having fun. He ran and hugged one of like the guys that do like the backstage shows or whatever. He's still being fun, Cena, and not doing what Taker would do back in the day, where
Right.
you stay in character and people stay in character. He's still a great guy, but I love heel Cena when he does the whole, you know, I haven't hit one in 25 years. Like wrestling's fake. You guys are all losers for that. It still blends into the character he's doing on TV, right? I'm gonna ruin wrestling, but yeah, Night of Champions, it's coming up, and I think after that is Saturday Night Main Event, where it's going to be Gunther versus Goldberg
Okay.
Ooh,
for the
yeah.
championship. And someone said this,
God.
and I think this should happen. Goldberg wins, right?
No.
No, listen,
No.
he wins his match.
Okay.
Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker attack him. Seth Rollins cashes in. Now Goldberg loses. Seth Rollins is the champion because you didn't want to do that to Jey Uso. Now you got Seth Rollins being the future, beating Goldberg, but Goldberg got his revenge on Gunther in his hometown.
Sure, but I don't see Seth Rollins as a future. Seth
I
Rollins
don't
is still
see that
35
being
plus.
Like a Triple H storyline. I see that being a Vince McMahon storyline, which it ain't gonna be.
Which, by the way, people think that he will buy WWE back from TKO, kick Triple H and Stephanie out, and give it to his son Shane.
Yeah, but I don't think he had the money for that.
He does.
I don't
Still
know.
has billions of dollars.
I really think they need young champions. They need 22 to 28-year-old champions. All their champions are in their late 30s, early 40s. You're talking about Goldberg. You're talking about Cena. You're talking about
I think
CM Punk.
Goldberg's retirement match, he needs to win, right? But it shouldn't be for a championship. This
I
isn't the
agree.
NFL. This
I
isn't
agree.
NBA where you win a championship. You like Ray Lewis. You retire.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to win a championship.
No.
But a retirement match against Gunther, have him win, sure. But Gunther should not have beaten Jey Uso
No.
just so you could have a title match with Goldberg.
Right.
Goldberg
Jey Uso
hasn't
should
been in wrestling in like 5 years.
right, and
No.
Uso should still maintain the title.
No, he
Period.
should,
He was one of the best champions, most over champion, and you took the belt off of him. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
After you had him win at WrestleMania, you had 2 months of, 4 letters, 1 word,
Yeet.
and everyone's saying it across the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you just take the belt off of him?
If I remember
That's
correctly,
that's a Vince McMahon move.
Goldberg's
Yeah,
last
yeah.
match was against Roman Reigns. was one of his many title matches at his 1,000-day reign.
Yeah, but again, did Goldberg do great in that match?
Fuck no.
He wants to have a good match. Cool. You can have a good match maybe against Gunther.
Yeah.
Gunther. But
Gunther.
the thing is, it shouldn't be for a championship match. It never should be.
Right.
That's where I'll always disagree with WWE. These older guys, like say Taker decided to come back, doesn't deserve a championship. Shawn Michaels,
No.
Ric Flair near the end of his career had championship matches, didn't deserve a championship match.
No,
was
not at all.
50, didn't deserve a championship. If you are over the age, unless you're like Orton, who's here every week, right?
Sure.
Cena, who's now here almost every week, which,
But-
by the way, I love the fact that he goes, when I first started, I said 30 appearances, and he counts down all his appearances. He goes, now I got 5 left in the year. I only have to do 5 more appearances. Not matches, appearances. I love that. That's a great heel thing. But you
Right.
had Cena, if he was there, like he's still defending the belt and taking challenges, right?
Yeah.
The Rock doesn't deserve one who doesn't
No.
come in all the
No.
time, right? If you're 45 and you're there week in, week out, sure, you deserve a championship match.
So AJ Styles?
Orton, right? He deserves one if he's been there year in, year out, right? Day in, day out wrestling. But if you are a part-timer or coming for a one match,
I'll
maybe
buy
2,
4
you don't
just for you.
deserve a title shot.
Right.
I'll buy a 4th one just for you.
Nope. I'm okay. You're all right. Just buy 3 of them.
But
Save your money for dog food or something.
WWE's dropping the ball like that.
Yeah.
And I do want to admit this. And in politics aside or anything like this, it was a little bit of a thing with Punk, but I don't care because he didn't speak there. He was just there. Who knows why? He's from Chicago, probably a Democrat. He was at the that Kings rally, No Kings rally.
Yeah.
But he didn't speak. He didn't go out and formally go, I hate Trump and this and that. So I don't hold that against him because he didn't do stuff what most people would.
Sure.
He's like, hey, I'm just here because it's my city. Maybe because it's his city and it was an event.
Right.
And meeting fans. He didn't speak of what side he's on. He didn't say nothing. But at the same time, a lot of people are going after him because he did say, oh, Seth Rollins, you're going to Saudi Arabia. That's blood money. You're doing this for money. But
Oh,
yet now
God.
he's doing the same damn thing,
Right.
going to Saudi Arabia to Night of Champions. So now you're becoming a hypocrite.
Right. No, absolutely.
So you know what? Love Punk, but let's go Cena.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say let's go Cena again. I
no.
want him to come back to the word life and the rapping.
I want to go to Jay. I want to go back to Jay. I really think he deserves it. He's done a great job building his character.
He's in the King of the Ring.
Well, no, I know he is,
Finals,
but
or
they're not going to give it.
semifinals.
But they're not
I
going to give
think
it. They
they're
should
gonna
have
go
taken
with
it from him in the
winning it.
first place.
I think they're going to go with him winning it and him because the King of the Ring, because now they're going with the King or the Queen of the Wing, winning an opportunity.
Like the Royal Rumble, you get a championship opportunity now,
Yes.
which you should.
Yeah.
The King of the Ring always got a crown. Cool, you're the King of the Ring, right?
Jesus,
And-
Jay's 40.
Yeah,
39.
but he's been in for years.
I
He's
know.
finally getting his due.
He's been wrestling since like his early 20s.
Yeah.
But he's finally getting his due, right?
Right.
And here's how I feel. Jey Uso is facing Randy Orton. And Randy Orton did a great promo. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
He's like, Uso, I love you, I respect you, but don't worry. You're going against the 3 most dangerous letters for a finishing move or whatever. He goes 3 letters, 1 word, R-K, or 1 move, R-K-O. And then Cody Rhodes is facing Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
So those are your finals, or your semifinal matches. I think Sami Zayn's turn. I think he wins.
There's not a guy under 35 in that group, though.
No, I think Sami Zayn's like the closest, the youngest.
Zane's
I
at
think
least
Cody
30.
Rhodes is in this.
At least 4. He's gotta be
No.
close to 40.
They're both in there. They're all in their 40s, I believe,
Yeah.
or very close to it. But someone mentioned they think because the kind of person John
Cody Rhodes
Cena.
is 39.
What about Sami
Sami
Zayn?
Zayn's 40.
Okay, so Cody Rhodes is the youngest then, but he's
He's
still
a-
39.
Canadian professional wrestler.
Who? Sami Zayn.
Sami
Yeah.
Zayn.
But he's also like speaks Syrian and stuff because I
Yeah.
think his wife and he. But
Okay.
the people are saying John Cena will lose to a belt to someone who's not on the roster yet
Mm.
to launch their career. We all know
What?
who that guy is. Yeah, He called him out already.
Yeah,
When
Joe
he-
Hendry.
Yes, when he was the TNA World Heavyweight
Say his
Champion,
name.
and he did not sign. He is not signing TNA. He's going to WWE, and they're gonna say his name for the next opponent, and he's gonna beat John Cena. He's gonna become the World Heavyweight Champion.
Wait, what? No. Oh my God, that's too far too much too fast, man. Slow burn that guy. Bring him in as an
slow burn.
Slow burn that guy.
You can't slow burn him. He's already an internet sensation.
I mean, I got it, but
That's why he was at the Rumble. That's why he was at.
let him start Intercontinental. Let him
Randy
start.
Orton wanted Joe Hendry at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then he RKO'd the shit out of him.
Right, but we all knew Orton was gonna win whatever match because it wasn't Kevin
Right.
Owens.
Right.
But Randy Orton's like, I want Joe Hendry because he is an internet sensation.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's going to the WWE.
Yeah, I
he
agree.
is not going to go to NXT.
No, but I think he should start Intercontinental and then go heavyweight.
You know what I want to see a match against?
What?
Same thing they did with Gunther.
Two very like over superstars. Not Jey Uso, right?
Right.
But Joe Hendry and LA Knight.
Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be
LA
fun.
Knight, yeah. And then you got Joe Hendry turning around and everything. It'd be great. That'd be a great team, but it'd be a great. I think that'd be a good match.
I love the turnaround. I still love the turnaround to the RKO
At WrestleMania, that RKO out of nowhere.
That was so amazing.
that was probably my favorite WrestleMania moment. Screw the Hardys coming back.
Yep.
When in 2017 when the Hardy
2016.
no, it was 2017.
I don't know when it was.
You know how I know? Because that was the year I moved to New York. But in 2017,
Is that the one you went to?
no, that was in 2019.
Oh, okay.
But in 2017, the New Day came out with this is now a fatal four-way match, and I wonder who that fourth team is, and they'll do the who, and they start taking off their vests, and here comes the Hardy Boys
Nice.
instead, and then like, oh shit, the Hardys, because they were in TNA like not even 2 weeks ago,
Right.
or no, they were in TNA, then they went to AEW. All right, so I think that's pretty much good for the WWE.
That's good with WWE. All right, NBA. I don't know what the hell's going on in the NBA right now.
Game 7 tonight.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Oh,
Pacers,
shit.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They have a different.
And this is what I'll watch. You know why?
Reffing staff.
You know,
Really?
you know
Yeah.
why? You know why this is the one I'll watch? Because it's
Why?
the last one. All
Yeah.
right, like you know it's over.
Yeah, either Oklahoma's going to win or they're not. So
Who you guys going for?
Oklahoma.
I'm going Pacers.
I'm pulling for Oklahoma just because they're close to home.
You know everyone in Iowa's pulling for Pacers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of
Halliburton.
Halliburton.
Yeah.
Who?
Halliburton.
I
He's
don't know
from
who it is.
Ohio
You know,
State, he's
but-
from Ohio
Is he?
State.
Do we know why I'm going for the Pacers? Do you know who one of their biggest supporters is?
Sami Zayn?
No, it's his
Let's go.
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
Oh,
Another one of his.
the great Pat
hippies.
McAfee.
The great Pat McAfee.
Okay. Good for him. Now,
But yeah, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a great game. It's been a great
Hey, you
series.
know Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes' real name is Cody Garrett Reynolds?
Yeah, no, Reynolds was his last name. Because
I'm in-
Dustin came out one time as Dustin Reynolds.
so I'm interested to see who
And
wins this
Terry
game
Reynolds.
tonight because
You have a buddy or
my lead is a Pacers fan, and my one of my third shift guys is a is a Thunder fan, and they're like they've
Talking
been
crap all
talking
day?
crap to each other, and
gotta
yeah,
love it.
my third shift guy's actually taking a night off to watch the game.
Very small
Which is so
market teams
stupid.
in the finals. You never
Yeah.
see that.
Follow it on your phone. Let's do it on that.
Yeah, but he you can't do that on the floor,
See,
but
you never see this.
Oh, you can't
never
put an
see
ear pod
two
in?
small
No.
market
I don't
teams
know.
in the finals
I can't put
in
one.
any championship. You always see one very
What?
big market.
yeah.
Or a
But
decent
here-
medium-sized market.
Here's my. When's the
Well,
last time?
Indiana's a decent sized market.
When's the last time?
They're in the NBA. They're considered small market.
Are they?
Yeah, but again, because you got New York, L.A., Chicago,
Oh, sure.
Dallas.
But I would think medium. I mean, it is Indianapolis.
I
so-
think they're medium, not small.
right.
Small would be Milwaukee.
Yeah. Yeah. The
That
Bucks.
was a small market finals. Phoenix and Milwaukee.
I thought Phoenix was big.
Phoenix is not that much bigger than Indianapolis.
Medium, I thought.
Indianapolis is medium. If you think about fan bases of stuff, Phoenix doesn't really get a lot of fan bases.
Phoenix? No,
People
not
go to
really.
Phoenix for the air conditioning.
Right. So, like I said, that was considered a small market. Milwaukee's one of the smaller markets of the NBA.
Yeah.
OKC is.
I said one of. I didn't say it was the smallest. It's one of the smallest. Just like, you know what the smallest fan base in professional sports is? Or smallest market, smallest city?
Savannah Bananas.
No.
Professional.
Professional. Not silly. Oh.
Don't diss Savannah.
They don't even have an owner.
Oh, you're talking about
Green
Hey,
Bay.
Green Bay.
Yeah, the smallest market. If you think about
They
not
never
fan
had-
bases, but small
they've
city that have a
never
pro
had
team
an owner. They've
in
always had a board.
all the major
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
They've always had a board of directors or some shit.
Right. Well.
And what's his name is retiring? CEO Mike Murphy.
Yeah.
Automatic, like he's being forced out because of how long he's been there or something like that.
oh, really? Too long?
They can't. He's got term limits.
Yeah, they
I
got,
hate term limits.
They got year limits. Yeah, they got like board of directors or some shit like that.
Hey, that means Aaron Rodgers will come back, right? He hated Mike Murphy. Please don't.
No.
Stay-
You guys
stay with
stay
Pittsburgh.
with Jordan Love.
But no, it's gonna be a great game. These games have been good. There's been some blowouts, but for the most part, comebacks. That first game, I mean, comeback and then Tyrese Halliburton hitting what the lead shot with 0.3 seconds. They only had a lead for 0.3 seconds.
Yeah.
and
The
it was
last
only by
0.3.
one.
Yep.
That was great.
That was amazing.
These have been one of the best finals. And it's the first Game 7 since what, 2016?
I don't know. I have no idea.
This is only and it's only
Since
the-
2016. Think about that.
And this is
Gone
the
almost a
only
decade
third
without
game
22
since
or game
2000.
sevens?
Yeah, but it's the first one in 9 years. Like, we don't even think about that.
Yeah, you don't think that's
When
only
they
the
said
third-
that stat, I was like, really? When I saw it on like ESPN or something, I'm like,
Yeah.
I never thought it. I thought there was at least one closer than 9 years.
Yeah.
and you never think it's only the third one in the last 25 years.
How rare to have a Game 7 is just mind blowing.
But what's funny is all the the other sports that do multiple games always go to Game 7.
Yeah, World Series does
World
a
Series
lot.
always goes to
Hockey
Game 7.
you
Hockey always
sometimes
goes to
does.
Game 7. But the
Last
NBA,
2 years, no, but most of the time they
Hockey
get.
went to
so it kind of
Game
breaks
7 the year before.
the
Not the last
whole
2 years.
Game 7 for
Edmonton
money.
lost last year 4-1. No, they did.
They went all the way. They were up 3-1.
No, that's right. Edmonton.
Then they got it back to 3-3. Went to Game 7.
That's right. I forgot about that. It was 3-0 straight up, and then
They won 3 games straight.
right. Yeah, it was 3-3 and then 1.
Everyone
I
thought
forgot
they
that
were
it was like
full
that.
of calves.
You know why you forgot like that? Because of the fact that
They lost Game 7.
no, you forget that Florida was so dominant in those first 3 games. You forgot that Edmonton won 3 in a row after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Good call. See, your memory maybe sucked, but not sucking that at least. That's good.
Sucking what? Anyway, continue.
We're gonna be sucking the devil's toe in about a week or so.
Yeah, you are. You are.
2
you
weeks. 2
are.
weeks.
You are.
I'll grind some up and put it in your coffee, dude.
I don't know if it's anything like that
meant Bill's
chocolate.
coffee.
That sugar in that chocolate must have.
And I will not be here.
That sugar
Nope.
in that chocolate must have like melded out for me. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was not that.
It was.
bad.
It really wasn't that bad.
Oh,
The taste, the aftertaste is still stinging a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean, I could go have a snake bite on those ribs.
Yeah,
At least
well-
it's not gonna ruin the ribs. That's what I'm excited about.
Well, the ribs don't have snake bite on them. That's the problem.
No, but I'm just glad that this chocolate is not
Yeah.
gonna ruin the ribs. Like we're not freaking dying. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No. You're fine.
Do you have a cold take for us?
Oh, fuck. I've been thinking about that. No, I really didn't prepare one, but let me think about one for a minute here. A good cold take is, let's see.
We can sell dark humor jokes we've heard on Facebook.
Negative. We're not gonna do that.
Cops give me a shove of Zach's butt.
Yeah, there's that too.
1, 2.
Yeah.
3, a 4.
Wrong.
7. What? Oh hell, I don't know.
Huh?
I'm afraid I just don't have one today. I'm sorry.
We're gonna have one next week.
I wasn't even
Or
thinking
whatever.
about it. So
I mean, it's just a random question.
it is. You want a random question? All right.
Sometimes you think of deep, sometimes you don't, right?
Yeah.
So I have a question for you.
Oh, you're gonna go with the
I-
cold take today.
I thought of this. I saw it on the You Should Know podcast about famous last words.
Famous last words.
So
okay.
say you're dying in a hospital bed,
Mhm.
right? One person was like, "Oh my God, I've been murdered." That's a hilarious last word. Payne's answer to this was genius, and I think I want to take his.
Pull the fucking plug.
No, so like you're dying, and your friends are around your deathbed, right? And you're about ready to go. What's your last words? Payne goes, "Oh wait, you're there next." That's great.
No, I'm gonna go.
That would be a great last word. But what would if you're dying on your deathbed? Not that you're getting killed in a prison, but let's just say none of us committed a crime and we're dying on our deathbed. You're surrounded by family and friends. What is your last word?
I'm gonna have someone hand me a bouquet of flowers. Then I'm gonna gently toss them. Someone's like, "Hey, you're next."
You're next. Okay, Goldberg.
I think my last words would be I love you.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's great.
My
I'm having fun with this.
What do you think mine did?
I'm going to say,
You don't want to hear this, folks, I'm sure. Go ahead and click off now.
I'm going to say,
Oogly
don't
boogly?
tell him about the Diddy party. Just die.
Wow.
Wow.
Now the left question, wait, he was at a Diddy party?
What?
What Diddy party? Did
Yeah.
he put his own Diddy party on? Did he go
First
to a
off,
Diddy
If
party?
you said that to me when I was in my, if I'm in the room, I'm like, that would not surprise me. I would say that does not surprise
Or-
me one fucking bit.
Or I thought about it even more. I'd just like, make sure they don't find the baby lotion.
Again, would not surprise me one bit.
Don't find my stash. That'd be a good one. See, I'm gonna have comedy when I do it. I'm gonna
Burn
think
my
of something.
laptop.
Because when you're dying, like that's what I say now. But I thought about
Please
it. Like,
erase my internet history.
don't check my browser history.
Burn my mattress.
But when
We're doing that anyway.
I'd be like, don't find that secret compartment.
Don't look under the bed.
I thought about it in if I was going out, right, I'm definitely saying some kind of line. And if
sell
you
my
know you're
truck.
dying within a week, I'm thinking that whole week of what I'm gonna say right before I die. If you gave me a countdown clock of a week, the last 5 seconds I'm gonna have something. They were talking about like a puma attacking them too. and Payne was like, I'm gonna tell you, oh, Cam. And like he knows he's gonna die first before Payne's gonna die before Cam. The Puma's coming at him. He's gonna say, "Me and Liv," and then he goes, "Wait, you, and my wife, what?" And then he gets bent in the neck because he's like, just think about it, right? Like you go, "Oh, me and your wife," and then you just get bit. You're like, "Oh, what did you and my wife do?"
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I want to know what.
Psychological warfare.
No, honestly, my last words though, if it wasn't gonna be comedy, I thought about this, and it'd be more like advice to like my kids, right? It'd just be like, hey, make time for family. Don't let a job take you away, but more importantly, do good.
Always use a
Like Mr. Feeney said, go out, do good, and like do well. No, do good. Like do good in the world. Like leave an impression that you're gonna be happy about. Don't go out there and try to make yourself better, but go out and try to help the world a little bit. That's what I would tell my kids. Don't focus on the money and this person's that much ahead of me. Go and focus on what you can bring to the world to make it a better place. Because right now I'm scared. It's hot on the bottom. It's hot on the bottom.
Dude, that video was amazing.
It's fucking hot on the bottom.
It's motherfucking hot on the bottom. Jesus.
All times she's trying to get to the bottom.
Motherfucking
But when you
on the
yell at her,
goddamn bottom.
hey, when she got yelled at, she grabbed it from the side.
She did.
She's like, oh, maybe it's hot on the bottom.
Maybe.
But that was just a quick cold take that I thought of.
That's a good one.
Let's go.
What would your last words be?
Yep.
Yours is the most endearing. Me and Jake are never going to take it seriously.
Fuck no.
We about to die. We ain't taking nothing.
No,
seriously.
honestly,
You say
hey.
that now, but
If I have kids, I'll be like, when I have kids, I'll be like, hey, I made my biggest mistake. And you say out their birthday.
Now, how about this? You have kids. You go, my favorite is.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Leave that hanging.
Hey, I'll give you my favorite kid right now.
Biggest mistake
My favorite
was
child has
your
always
birthday.
been.
Yeah.
That's what I should do. My favorite child has always been.
Biggest
But-
mistake was this date.
I don't know if we're going to be here
That's
next
my
week.
birthday.
Stay tuned for updates. I'll talk to the boys, see if we want to do it. We still should do a podcast next week because there's at least 3 of us in the building at all times. So we should do a podcast. We'll see if Carl
Right.
wants to do it.
And let us know what you guys think about the whole
Me-
video upload instead of
video upload instead of live.
Yep.
If we get more people that want to do live because they want to comment and stuff, that's great.
Yeah.
We will do the live. I
We'll
think
see what
that's
we
the
can do.
only reason we do it. But it's the same people commenting.
Yeah.
And they'll go back and watch it regardless because they are loyal subscribers and listeners.
Yeah.
So I feel like doing this is better. But if we get more people that go, no, I want to join the live because I want to ask you questions, then we'll do it. Because at one point we did have random people from
Mhm.
Ohio that we still don't know who Heather from Ohio is.
Yeah. That's true.
Like we had random people coming
Never
in.
been to Ohio.
I don't have family in Ohio, so I want to know. I got friends, I think.
You have friends?
Again,
We established
they're
that we-
imaginary, okay?
Yeah, we already said this. You never have friends. You
I
think
I have a
told you.
foster
Don't-
home for imaginary friends.
I told you this house is ghost free.
They're
Anyway.
here.
We love you guys.
What
Y'all
you
are great.
think?
Stay moronic, and y'all have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you next
week
week.
possible.
Adios, mi amigos.
Sayonara.